Welcome again to the 5th day of the My Tehillim Time Virtual Festival. Couple of things to know. We are doing this every day, of course, except for the Shabbatot and the Chagim, 8:30 p.m. Israel time, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can see the full schedule and the list of speakers directly on the abrahamslegacy.com/sign up. You go to the website, abrahamslegacy.com/sign up. You'll be able to see all of the speakers there. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, Orly, what happens if, I missed one of the speakers, or I had people reaching out to me from Australia saying, what do I do? It's not the right time. That's okay. We've got you covered. All of the talks are uploaded to the Abraham's Legacy YouTube channel, and they're there under a playlist called My Tehillim Time. You'll see all the talks from this past week, and this talk will also be up there by tomorrow, Be'ezrat Hashem. So this way you have the opportunity to go back and listen to all of these nuggets of inspiration, these nuggets of wisdom on the power of Tehillim. So be sure to do that. Also on the website, you'll have the opportunity to register. Why you register? Well, first off, we're going to be sending you a daily email reminding you of the speaker of that day with their personal invitation to you and sharing their Tehillim time story. In addition, when you register, you'll be entered in for a chance to win a raffle. Every single night, it's a different raffle. Tonight's happens to be our featured speaker's book, which I'll share more about with you shortly. But we're doing books. We're doing our 100% pure Copper Netillah cup. So loads of ways for you to win. In addition, if you share a My Tehillim time story, a Tehillim inspired story of how Tehillim has touched your heart, whether it be a favorite perek, a favorite pasuk, a story that's inspired you, you'll also have the chance to win a 100% pure Copper Netillah cup. How do you get involved in that? It's really simple. If you have social media and you post up a story, whether it be on video, whether it be in text, as long as you add the hashtag My Tehillim Time, you will be entered. We're doing that raffle at the end of the campaign. But there's another way too. If you go on to our website, and I'll just quickly share my screen to show you. So if you go on to the Abraham's Legacy website, excuse me, it just went over here. My apologies. If you come onto the website, you'll see it says here, get involved. And over here, you'll see it says here, share. Have an inspiring Tehillim story to share. You can click over here and you'll be able to submit, whether it be a story via audio, via video, or via text. And you'll then also be entered for a chance to win a separate raffle as well. Don't forget, at the end of the talk today, what we're going to be doing after our featured speaker, who I'll introduce in just a moment, we're going to be doing a Tehillim read together in unison through the Abraham's Legacy app, which is available for iOS and Android in Hebrew, English, Spanish, and French, allowing us all to come together and complete Tehillim in unison in real time. So far this week, we keep almost getting to 2 books completed. We haven't hit it yet in 6 minutes. That's incredible. 7 countries we've had on at different times at one point. So hopefully we'll be able to get there. You have the opportunity now, as well as after the speaker, to download the app. It is a free app. It is a L'Shem Shamayim project. I did in memory my grandfather, Avraham Ben Polin. So I hope that you check it out. It's very easy, and I'm going to show you guys a video to help you understand how to do it. If you're joining us from your cell phone, you may want to get to a computer if you can, so that you can use your phone during the Tehillim read. People have asked me the question, Orly, I don't have a smartphone. How am I supposed to do it? That's okay. If you don't have a smartphone handy, take out a Tehillim book. If you don't have a Tehillim book handy, open up your heart. You have your heart with you, right? You have your words with you. Like they say, Hakol Kol Yaakov, our power is in the voice. And just share your thoughts and your prayers with Hashem during those 6 minutes of our Tehillim read. After the read, we're then going to have opportunity for questions with Sarah, our featured speaker. So while she's giving her talk, if certain questions come to your mind, feel free to jot them down into the chat and have the courage to ask it. We're all here together for one reason. We're here to unify Am Yisrael. We're here to unite as one in tefillah, in achdut, because at the end of the day, we all cannot wait for Mashiach anymore. We're saying, Hashem, we're overdone. We are overdone. We are ready, and we cannot wait to come together, and we want to embrace one another. We love each other so much. Come on, do this for us. So that's exactly what we're here to do, and utilizing the power of Tehillim to do it. Okay, so we are going to now introduce our featured speaker. I'm very excited to introduce Sarah Karmely. Now, Sarah Karmely's expertise is in the field of family, purity, relationships, love, and marriage. and it makes her a vibrant, enthusiastic speaker who has been lecturing and counseling for over 20 years. And Mrs. Karmely also offers a challah baking demonstration combined with the background of this age-old Jewish tradition and its relevance to our lives today. She's the daughter of Iranian parents. Sarah Karmely was born in India. She was raised in London and lived in Italy. My goodness, she's traveled all over. And Mrs. Karmely has been the director of Sharei Tova Talmud Torah for the last 15 years. She also happens to be the co-editor of Shalom magazine, a bilingual outreach publication, and has written a book series and created inspirational, motivational Jewish CDs. We are going to be raffling off her book called Words to Hear with Your Heart. Absolutely beautiful. We're going to be doing that at the end today. So without further ado, I give you our featured speaker of the day, Sarah Karmely, who's going to be talking about Tehillim, be talking about its connection with Hafrashat Challah. So Sarah, take it away. It's all yours. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure and an honor, and I'm so excited. What you're making is amazing. Tehillim is the lifeblood of the Jewish people. I could not be alive without Tehillim. Just to let you know, today's an auspicious day. It's called the Et Ratzon. It's High Elul, 18th day of Elul. From today, counting today till Rosh Hashanah, is exactly 12 days. And each day represents a month of the year. So each day we make a tikkun, we fix one of the months of the past year. Today, we're fixing last year's Tishrei. Tomorrow's Cheshvan. So just to explain, one of the three mitzvahs of the Jewish woman is Challah. We know the three mitzvahs of the Jewish woman is what? Lighting Shabbat candles, doing lahafresh Challah, the blessing on the Challah, when you bake Challah, and of course, going to the mikveh. So even if someone cannot keep every single one of those mitzvahs, like for example, I'm already past menopause, so I want to keep the mitzvah of the Jewish woman. So we have two at least, lighting candles and lahafresh Challah. So what does it mean, like doing lahafresh Challah? When we make the bracha, when we want to make the bracha on the doing lahafresh Challah, we're basically elevating the dough. We're taking the piece and we're making the bracha, and we're telling Hashem, Hashem, I trust that you, Hashem, will give me my daily bread. I don't mean bread because who eats carbs anymore? Meaning, of course, money. How much money is going to come to your household is through you, through me, the Jewish woman. Making challah the daily bread symbolizes how much parnas, how much wealth is going to come to our home. So by making challah with the bracha, you're bringing physical health and wealth into our home. Also, it means what? It's the connection to the mitzvah of kashrut. You are what you eat. So whatever you eat, basically, you make the bracha on it, and you know that when you're making challah, it symbolizes the kashrut in your home, which is in your control, a woman's home. It's also connected, just for you to know, to having easy delivery, having a baby. When a woman wants to have a baby and she's pregnant, making challah with the bracha ensures for an easy delivery. And many people have told me that really worked for them. I have a daughter whose name is Esther. She's married to someone called Mordechai. The first child was a cesarean. She did not have an easy time. The second time around, the doctor said, it's probably going to be cesarean. I said, Esther, we're going to make challah. We made a lot of challah second pregnancy. Lo and behold, easy delivery. Whole thing took an hour, natural delivery. So it's economical. The price of buying one loaf of challah, you make this dough, and it's fun. You can make focaccia, you can make babka, and it's really economical because people tell me, I don't have time to make challah. You see, I buy the challah and I cook the food. I said the opposite. Buy the food and make the challah. That's where the bracha is it. So I know for a fact that I'm part of this group that we have 40 women every week. We make challah in the merits of somebody who either needs a refuah shlema, healing, or to have children, or whatever it is. And it really works. When 40 women get together and they make the bracha on challah, it does amazing things, like the mitzvah of saying Tehillim. Just to advise, when you make challah, I'm going to be making very soon now, when you make the challah, each thing you add into the dough, you should make it elevated. Like when I add the sugar, I say, Hashem, make our lives sweet like the sugar. When you add the water, you say, Hashem, water is Torah, make our lives filled with Torah. The salt is in the mezbech to Hashem, etc., etc. When we make the challah, there's 6 braids, and we have on Shabbos tables 2 chalot, 6 braids and 6 braids, which takes 12. So your Shabbat table gets transformed into a shulchan in the Bet HaMikdash, because in the Bet HaMikdash, the table with the chalot, there was 12 loaves, symbolizing each loaf representing one tribe. So you, me, the Jewish woman, when we have an our Shabbos table, 2 chalot, 6 braids and 6 braids, our tables get elevated into a shulchan in the Bet HaMikdash. And we, the Jewish woman, are the Kohen Gadol. Just to share with you, we know that anything we do has an effect. My dear friends, when you're making challah, before you actually do the bracha, please remember to make special tehillim. I say a whole bunch, but one specific tehillim, which is very good to make when you're cooking even, or when you're making challah specifically, you make the capital Tzadik, number 90. Mekubal told me, the last pasuk is very important to say. It really does make effect on making the food delicious. When you say, Vahi Noam Elokeinu Aleinu, Umasei Yedenu Konun Aleinu, Umasei Yedenu Konunenu. This is written by Moshe Rabbeinu. So anytime we cook or bake or do anything, we're basically saying this pasuk, or you say the whole Tehillim, obviously, it really does make a difference because your energy goes into the food. Please never ever cook or bake food if you're in a bad mood. They're going to get stomach aches and not use that food. To be in a positive mood, to play nice Jewish music, to listen to Vrei Torah, and to have good thoughts and positive thoughts, and talk to Hashem and say, Hashem, this food I'm dedicating to, that we should eat it in order that we should be strong and healthy, to do your mitzvot. Because why are we eating food? Food should be delicious, etc. But we eat it to strengthen our bodies and souls. We know that we can serve Him. When I read Tehillim, I try to read every day at least an hour of Tehillim. I couldn't survive without doing that. What I do is the Baal Shem Tov, whose birthday is today, actually taught that it's very, very good to say Tehillim for each and every one of your loved ones. I say for my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, my husband. In other words, their age plus 1. If someone is, let's say, 17, you say number 18. And you can say their name and the mother's name and drop a coin in the pushka. It does such good. This helps for every single bracha you can imagine. Health, wealth, nahat. And how can we fail to do such a thing when you know it's helping our loved ones? Just want to also mention here that saying Tehillim is a thank you to Hashem. It's a magnet for blessings to flow from above. When I read Tehillim, I get very inspired that these holy words of Tehillim were written by who? By David HaMelech. Yes, other people also, Moshe Rabbeinu wrote, but David HaMelech wrote these beautiful words. And the beauty and the pain and the love all pours out from his holy soul to enrich and heal ourselves. Tehillim really soothes and heals, and in our pain or our love, it really brings comfort and joy. Even if we don't understand Tehillim, because some people tell me, well, I'd like to say it, but I don't understand Hebrew. The fact you're just saying the words, they affect you, affect your soul, and brings infinite blessings. Soon it's going to be Rosh Hashanah, and what do we read 7 times before we blow the shofar? Chapter Mem Zayin, 47. We said 7 times in order to open the Shemaim to hear the shofar. We can say it every single day. You don't have to say it only that day. So there are special Tehillim we say representing Shalom Bayit, Mem Vav. Mem Vav is a beautiful one to say every single day for Shalom Bayit. Capital 6, that's a good one to say for Refuah Shalema for anyone you know. Every single Tehillim has a power. Of course, the last one, 150, I like to sing that one. When you sing it, it just uplifts yourself and the people around you. I have a terrible singing voice, but when you sing it, it really does make a difference in yourself and others. So that's a good one to say. It's actually written, and I'm going to quote a quote of the Chidah Kadosh. One who recites Tehillim every day is considered as though she fulfilled the entire Torah and merits a place beneath the Kisah HaKavod. One who is accustomed to reciting Tehillim repels all kinds of calamities and harmful plagues from him or her, your household, your family members, and the entire generation. So when you say Tehillim, look what it does. One more quote I want to give you, specifically said by the Tzemach Tzedek. He said, if you only knew the power that lies in the verses of Tehillim and their effects on the celestial heights, you would recite them all the time. Note that the chapters of Tehillim break through all the barriers and soar aloft from level to level unimpeded. They intercede before the Master of the universe and secure their effect with kindness and mercy. That's such a thing, amazing. It just encourages us to do Tehillim every single day. So now you know the power and importance of Tehillim. We see it's upon us to take some extra time in our day and pray for all the ones we need, especially before doing the Hafrashat. I mean, every single day. But specifically, just think when you're making challah, it seems just like a bowl of dough. But when you make the brach on it, of course, it has to be a certain amount of dough. When we unite together and we make the Tehillim and say Tehillim before doing it, you're helping yourself, the people around you, and very important, we're bringing Mashiach that we sorely needed, mamish, right now. I'd like to open the floor if anyone would like any questions. And go ahead, Orly, you'd like to speak?
Thank you so much for these beautiful, beautiful words. I have to tell you, because of what you said, I have in the raffle today, in addition to giving away Sarah's book, we're also going to give a 100% pure Copper Netillah cup, and I'll explain to you why.
Wow.
I have to send this to you, and I'm gonna share with you guys. This is what the I hope you can see my screen. This is what the Netillah cup looks like. It's 100% pure copper. I'm gonna put into the actual chat right now the website, because why? There is a video there that talks about, right? You're talking about doing Hafrashat Challah. You're talking about your hands, right? All of the energy that our hands are what brings the asiyah into this world, right? Comes from our hands. The way that we rear our children, the food that we make, our parnasah, everything comes from our hands. So when our hands are purified and sanctified, we infuse this purity and sanctification into everything we touch, which is why Netillah is so important. Very often, you know, we do Netillah, okay, fine, I have to just do this thing. It's such a tremendous bracha that we're doing when we're saying Netillah. And specifically, and you'll see on the website, it talks about the concept of copper, of nechoshet. Ever notice, right? In Torah, every time it talks about mayim, there is this concept of nechoshet. There's a connection between the two, right? The kior, made out of nechoshet. Yam Shlomo, that the Kohanim they dipped into before doing Avodat HaKodesh, nechoshet. Why? So I'm not going to go into this right now, but you'll be able to have a look. There's a video there that I created on netillah.com that explains the levels of why copper, and pure copper specifically, makes a hidur mitzvah for Netillah, and it actually infuses this purity and sanctification into our hands, that the Kohanim used it before going to do Avodat HaKodesh. So I'm going to be raffling off today. Whoever's going to win, you're going to be added in a Netillah cup as well. You know, for what you said, Sarah, thank you so much for sharing that. If anybody has a question, somebody wrote over here, which one before separating Challah? Michelle Cohen asked a question. Go ahead.
Number 90, and someone who's asking about which chapter of Tehillim for Shalom Bayit, Mem Vav, which is 46. That's, if you say that every day, it's very powerful for Shalom Bayit, which everybody needs.
100%. If anybody has any additional questions, please feel free to post your questions here. We're now going to join our amazing speaker, Sarah, in a Tehillim read through the Abraham's Legacy app. So if you have questions that you haven't yet asked, you can type them here. And as soon as we do our read, we'll then be able to answer those questions. Before we quickly show a video that's going to explain this, I just want to mention something, because a few people sent me a message and they asked me, Orly, the words are very small in the app. I said, no, you can make them as big as you want, as small as you want. When you click in to read, when you have a chapter, hopefully you could see this. It's a little bit bright over here. Let's see if I can maneuver this somehow. But basically, all you need to do is zoom in, pinch with your fingers, or zoom out, and it will get as big or as small as you want it to be. And in the top corner, you can change the language. So just so that you know, in addition, Sarah just mentioned about Hafrashat Challah and Prakim to save in Tehillim. On the side menu, when you go to the Tehillim book, you could see Tehillim by category. And one of them is for domestic peace, for marital harmony, for success when taking a test, to have children. There's a list of categories and the Prakim that you say for those specific categories. So just to let you guys know of those couple of things. All right, we're going to now share a video. If you already have the app, you can already start reading by clicking on start reading. We're going to show a quick video, and then we're going to have 6 minutes of reading in conjunction with Sarah, followed by our raffle. But before we go into the reading, I just want to mention a couple of people's names. And please, if you have somebody that you want people to pray for, feel free to add it on the chat. One of them, his name is Meir Ben Mazal. If we can keep his name in mind, Meir Ben Mazal, and Eliezer Yaakov Ben Pesha Reva. I'll add these names onto the chat. Feel free to add other names as well. On behalf of Abraham's Legacy, we are excited to lead you in a Tehillim reading, where each and every one of us, from wherever we are in the world, can easily join in and complete a book of Tehillim in unison within minutes through a very special app called Abraham's Legacy, Tehillim Together, in memory of Avraham ben Polin. To be part of the global Tehillim read happening now, download Abraham's Legacy on your mobile device from the App Store, available for iOS and Android. You can also scan this QR code with your phone. To scan a QR code, simply open the camera on your phone and hold it up to this image. A link will appear on top, which you can click, and it will direct you to download the app. I'll give you all a moment to download the app. Sign in, and in a minute, we will all click on the Start Reading button on the main screen, and each of us will receive a different perek from the Sefer of Tehillim so that we can complete the book and add to the global count. In the top right corner, you can click the icon to switch your language if you like. You'll also be able to see in real time the amount of people reading and countries reading. Don't forget, you'll need to confirm that you've completed the chapter. Let's put a few minutes on the clock to read in unison so that we can unleash the power of our combined tefillah. Tizku l'mitzvot.
קרבות עוד באוויר, עם עייף חובש פצעיו, יושב סופר ימיו, צעקות בושה בכל העיר, דור רוצה תשובה עכשיו, זכאי ולא חייב. בגוף עייף מכישלונות, בלב שבור לחתיכות, נחכה לך שתקבל פנינו, לך קראנו בלילות, ועוד נצעק ברחובות, רחם עלינו אבא, הושיענו, הושיענו. זמן עובר כולם ממהרים, דור מחיש את פעמיו, רוצה הכל עכשיו, שמש בשמיים אפורים, עם בארץ אבותיו, נלחם עוד על חייו. בגוף עייף מכישלונות, בלב שבור לחתיכות, מחכה לך שתקבל פנינו. בגוף עייף מכישלונות, בלב שבור לחתיכות, נחכה לך שתקבל פנינו. לך קראנו בלילות, ועוד נצעק ברחובות, רחם עלינו אבא, הושיענו, הושיענו. הגיע הזמן להתעורר, לעזוב הכל, להתגבר, לשוב הביתה, לא לחפש מקום אחר. הגיע הזמן להשתנות, גם אם פספסנו תחנות, אפשר לרדת, יש רכבת, חזרה לשכונות. הכל אפשר רק אם נרצה, המחפש תמיד מוצא, גם אם הוא נמצא אי שם הרחק בקצה. דלתות שמיים לא ננעלו, כשהבן קורא הצילו, אבא שבשמיים מגיע אפילו שעשינו משהו רע, הוא מוחל וסולח, מוחל וסולח, מושיט ידו לעזרה ונותן ברחמיו את הכוח לתקן ולשוב אליו. להתחרט, אם כבר לברוח אז מאחת, אם כבר לקחת אז לקחת בשביל לתת. וזה הזמן להתקרב, לא לפחד מהכאב, ואם לתת אז כבר לתת מכל הלב. הכל אפשר רק אם נרצה, המחפש תמיד מוצא, גם אם הוא נמצא אי שם הרחק בקצה. דלתות שמיים לא ננעלו, כשהבן קורא הצילו, אבא שבשמיים מגיע אפילו שעשינו משהו רע, הוא מוחל וסולח, מוחל וסולח, מושיט ידו לעזרה ונותן ברחמיו את הכוח לתקן ולשוב אליו. אפילו שעשינו משהו רע, הוא מוחל וסולח, מוחל וסולח, מושיט ידו לעזרה ונותן ברחמיו את הכוח לתקן ולשוב אליו. להתעורר, לעזוב הכל, להתגבר, לשוב הביתה.
Go ahead right now and finish the parak that you're currently on. We did get to one book. We're in the middle of another one right now, somewhere in chapter 50, 60. And I just want you guys to know, you can come to this app anytime, not only during the program, you can utilize it. You can even create a circle. You should see next to read, there says circles. You can create a private circle for friends and family that you can share with many others. You have a link there to share, and as many people can join into that circle. So feel free to use this as much as you like. If anybody has any questions before we're going to do our raffle, now feel free to ask right now. You can ask Sarah any questions you have regarding the talk that she gave. So feel free to do so. If there's any questions, if not, then we're going to do the raffle. I want to give you guys one more shot, one more chance. You can always send an email always as well, and I'll be sure to answer you. You can email me. I'm going to put you my email address here. It's info@abrahamslegacy.com, or you could send me a message on my WhatsApp, and I'm also typing that here for you so that you can utilize it. And we're going to do the raffle. Are we ready? Are you excited for the raffle for Sarah's book and the Netillah cup? We're going to do, should we split it into two? We'll do for two people. Okay, so the first one is going to be for Sarah's book. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Let's do this. Okay. And we're going to spin the wheel. Spinning the wheel, and let's see. This is by email addresses, and then I'll be announcing who the winner is on our channels. Okay, it's SR Sra. I'm sorry, I can't actually pronounce it because I know that it's just email address, but you are the winner. Congratulations. Okay, we're going to do one more. We're going to do one more. This is for the Netillah cup. Here we go. There it's spinning. Let's see. For the Netillah cup, the winner is Tanya, NET at yahoo.com. Congratulations, you won the Netillah cup. Thank you guys so much for being on. I want to announce that, first of all, tomorrow's is Friday, but on Sunday, our next week, we're already heading into our second week on Sunday, August 29th, 8:30 p.m. Israel time, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a talk with Neely Salem, who's going to be discussing praying for others, giving God back his dream. Now, this is such an important topic, guys, the concept of praying for others, keeping others in mind. And we heard a little bit about that from Sarah, who spoke about the fact of praying for other people while you're saying Tehillim, while you're doing Hafrashat Challah. There's a tremendous power in Hamitpalel be'ad chavero, praying for another person. So that's going to be the talk on Sunday. I just want to give a few thank yous before we head off. I want to thank Naomi Journo from Naomi's Uplifting Events for being such an incredible partner in this event. I want to thank all of the incredible speakers. And Sarah, thank you so much for being on today, for such an incredible talk. You're making me want to go right now and do Hafrashat Challah. I can't wait. Once I'm going to be in New York one day, I know you're in Queens, I'm going to want to come and do Hafrashat Challah with you, okay? It's a deal? It's a deal. And of course, I want to also thank Annie Ornstein from Spotlight on Women. Annie is going to be organizing the big physical event that we're going to have in Yerushalayim that's going to end off this campaign, this incredible Tehillim campaign with women musicians performing here in Yerushalayim that is going to be live streamed out to the rest of the world. So stay tuned for more information about that. And of course, the most important thank you of all is thank you to HASHEM. Thank you for giving me another opportunity to be here yet another day, for living in Eretz Yisrael, being able to bring this to the people, and B'ezrat Hashem should continue to have the strength to do so. Thank you all for being here. Have a great Shabbat Shalom, and we will see you B'ezrat Hashem on Sunday with Neely Salem, 8:30 p.m. Israel time. Take care, guys.